Cancer, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. We've officially entered into Virgo season. Not a lot is happening this week in the astrology, but it kind of caters to where Virgo season is at. Virgo is the energy of wellness, rebalancing, balancing our mind, our body, our soul, investing in our health and well-being. We've already had the new moon in Virgo. It happened last week, end of last week. And so we're in this phase of really rewriting how we're doing things. Leo season helped find our courage, our strength, our ability to overcome or find value in ourselves and what we think and what we feel and what we believe. So we're not just like letting people bamboozle us left and right. And then now that we've done that, and now that we're kind of seeing like where some of those deficits are coming into play, it is forcing us to not only go back to the drawing board, but taking some time to really rest and restore, rebalance, recalibrate. Libra season is next. So it's all about recalibration so we can connect with partnerships, relationships that are actually honoring and vibing in, you know, the way that we want them to, right? Like people that actually are willing to work with us and support us and kind of add value to our life. That's why I like to start these readings off with an energy cleansing, just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out those places we might feel blocked or limited. It's a really great time to set your own intention as well, Cancer, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like to give to, or spirit to bring messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. This is going crazy. Spirit loves to speak to us in whatever way possible. We just have to be open to receive those messages. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing wellness services. Definitely, if you want me, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. If you want me to look at your specific situation, I'm totally happy to. I would love to support in whatever way, looking at where things are at, where they're headed, where they're going. Or if you are interested in more of a realignment of self, your mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're operating from that space of knowing who we are, what we want, when we're grounded in ourself, that's really where we manifest our happiness, our abundance, our fulfillment. And I would love to help support that in whatever way possible, Cancer. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so we may see and understand the messages clearly. Help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Amen. All right, Cancer, excuse me. You feel a little discombobulated. I'm actually going to put this out real quick. Give me a second. Your energy feels a little like discombobulated this week. Some unexpected, like that's what I'm hearing, like some unexpected things are popping up or have been popping up. I was hearing like burning down the house. And I don't know that you're necessarily the one burning down the house, but I feel like something's unfolding that you don't really have like all the pieces of information, but I think on the forefront of it, you're feeling skeptical, you're feeling hesitant. Free message. Okay, yeah, you're feeling skeptical, you're feeling hesitant, and I feel like you're kind of in this place of like, okay, well, which way do I go? That's where this free message comes into play. We're in this time of, you know, making choices that are better fit, that are better in alignment with ourselves. It looks like there has been a karmic relationship. This might be what you're deciding on, whether you want to continue on with this thing or not. Or this is part of where you're having some of the upheaval. Because, well, okay, so duality is present. So, you know, the thing about karmic relationships is they're meant to teach us. I think we learn from all relationships we interact with in life, but karmic relationships specifically have that learning undertone. They're not necessarily the relationships we're taking with us throughout our whole life. Maybe, I don't know, if I'm wrong, you can totally drop it in the comments. But my understanding is that, like, it is more about growth and learning, seeing where some of the deficits are, where we need to be a little bit more vigilant or aware so that we can connect with the best version of our lives, so to speak. 100%. The cards never lie. Learning. I love that. So this is a learning opportunity. And that kind of goes back to where this free message comes into play, because whatever you're dealing with right now, you have a choice about how much you want to engage, how much you want to engage further. I feel like on some level you feel a little limited or restricted. Yeah, message of warning is in your blocked energy. I'm hearing like if you don't do anything or if you don't make a decision now, that opportunity will be lost. And I'm not saying you have to have like, you know, the next 5-10 years planned out, and if you don't, you're screwed. It's not about that. I think this is making a decision about whether or not you want to engage with someone, something. And if you don't, then actually closing the door instead of leaving it or letting it linger. Because this feels like something you are committed to. It feels like you are committed to this thing. But as it's playing out right now, it's showing this level of duality. So what maybe brought you together in the beginning is now something that's driving you apart. Or you're seeing like, oh, well, this is not really what I thought it was in the beginning. 8 of Pentacles, someone's trying to work on things or put effort into a situation. And so are you to whatever capacity. I feel like you're not investing as much. Money might be involved this week, or it might be a central focus. Someone's having a hard time. The Tower has been popping out a lot in our zodiac readings. Oh, and you're coming up as the 7 of Swords. Cancer, why? Well, you know, sometimes we do have to go about things. Let me just say, sometimes we do have to go about things without sharing every nook and cranny, right? Like sometimes we just need to not divulge what our plans or intentions are. But, well, it's working in your benefit and it's not working in someone else's. And that's kind of where the disconnect is coming into play. Someone's feeling left out. Well, okay, so this is a really weird energy. Yeah, someone's feeling left out because it's like 8 of Pentacles, let's work together. But at the same time, like they're not really doing that. They keep looking outside of the situation for like validation or like they're not, it's really weird. They're looking outside of themselves to other people, other situations to heal the dynamic with you or to make it work with you. And it hasn't happened. And as a result, like this person doesn't feel like they're giving you or that you're giving them the time of day. They're hurt. And then they go off and they do something else. And maybe, I don't know, you with 7 of Swords energy, let's look at this real quick. They feel like you lied to them. They feel like you lied about something that was like important. It could have been dealing with money, home, family, I don't know. But you're looking at them like they're immature, right? This kind of is a battle of perspective. It looks, you know, everyone's or whomever is involved is seeing things very differently. And I feel like one person, their perspective is limiting the situation. It's what's bringing in this duality. And I feel like actually they're kind of throwing themselves under the bus because as much as they don't understand it, or maybe they don't realize it, because in their mind it's like, let's work together, Cancer, let's figure this out. And especially if this is a long-term dynamic, I think it looks like you have given them that to some capacity, but you're also doing your own things on the sidelines, whether this is like vetting new opportunities or creating more space, because it doesn't really look like you're paying attention, or you don't really want to pay attention. And that might be where they're getting all upset. For them, it's a tower moment. For them, you're not doing what you should be doing. For them, it's like, I don't even know that you agreed to whatever they're saying that you did. It doesn't look like that, because you're kind of you're in your own world. You've had to protect yourself to make plans accordingly, to make plans that honestly make sense for you. And I don't think that you detaching from this person or kind of putting yourself first is an easy thing to do. You're Cancer energy. You're a lover. You know, you have no problem expressing that, especially when whatever this is, this collaboration, especially when it means so much to you. But it feels like King of Wands, Knight of Wands energy is just very immature. They just don't get it, right? It's someone who feels like people should kiss the ground they walk on, so they have this expectation. You should already be doing that, Cancer. You should already be giving me your undivided attention. It has a lot of arrogance wrapped around it. And like I said, it looks like they're trying to find other people, other situations to make themselves feel better. And all that's doing is turning you off that much more. I'm never stuck. I love this. I know that nothing bad lasts forever, even when my emotions tell me otherwise. And that's what they might be doing, is like provoking your emotion. But it makes a lot of sense, again, where the Seven of Swords is coming up, because you don't want to divulge too much. You're in this self-protection mode. You know that that's what you have to do in order to like make plans of action accordingly. This is also like, be mindful. Actually, let me just clarify this real quick. Be mindful of like, if you are getting those intuitive hits, like some red flags. I'm not saying to like buy into the fear or the anxiety, but keep yourself on your toes. Maybe you're already doing that, but just making sure that you're not turning a blind eye, or you're aware of the totality of the situation, because this also feels like someone who might be a little bit sneaky. Yeah, and maybe their sneakiness is actually just playing off of your heart 100% with that Three of Cups. So making sure that you're not you're not stuck, right? Nothing bad lasts forever. You have the mental capacity to overcome this, to get out of this, or to create the necessary boundaries you need to. Yes, they don't want to. Yes, this message of warning looks like someone might puff you up or try to find different options, different solutions to the problem. Maybe they're presenting something that's kind of good, but I don't know. I don't know if you really want to go back down this road, because what you end up seeing is just a lot of the same cycle. It's a lot of immaturity. I am dreaming bigger, 100%. I know that life is only limited by my imagination. So allowing yourself to dream a little bit bigger around this situation, especially because it doesn't really look like there's a lot of reciprocity happening. And because there isn't this like equal give and take, or you're getting something back from someone, it's actually, again, highlighting places where you're disinterested or it's a bad taste in your mouth. I am moving forward. I know that each step I take towards one dream creates momentum for the next. I think that's such a beautiful way to end your reading, Cancer. I'm sorry, it's been a lot of back and forth. It looks like you're aware of this, though, to some capacity. Like you've kind of been down this road before. It's nothing new under the sun. And remember, you have an opportunity to choose which way you want to go. Do you want to reinvest in this thing that has some instability or like some arrogance surrounding it, as if you're supposed to give to them? Or are there bigger dreams that you can move forward to? So I hope this helps. Thank you so much for your time, energy always. I hope you enjoyed the reading and found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. Know it blesses my heart, and I'm sending it back your way.